Hey, it's Keith Vaughn. Welcome to a day two of our Mother Roadtrip 2023, Tucumcari to Gallup. Breakfast at Kicks on 66. Always good there in Tucumcari. We always stop at TP Curios. Nice people. A legendary location. And of course, another inspiration used in the Cars Pixar movie. And we picked up a number of items here at the TP Curios on Old Route 66 in Tucumcari. Should have got some footage of their nice dog. Had a great dog hanging out. Looking through the t-shirt selection. Some great miniatures. There's the Walrus Diner from Glen Rio, and there's the TP Curios building in Tucumcari. And right by the front door, all the memorabilia from all of the travelers and 66ers that have dropped by over the years. Check it out. What the hell is that? And right outside TP Curios, this is called the Helk. I guess it's part elk and part hell. The Helk. On the back of a flatbed Ford. They got some damaged neon there at TP Curios from the hailstorm earlier in the year, but they got plans to get that fixed. Dispensary right next door. It's legal in New Mexico. This is a strange situation here. The old truck, that's from 2012. This old truck, I was told to me it was a gypsy wagon, they called it. But if you look at that old truck now, this many years later, but 11 years later, that wooden, built-on homemade, I guess you'd say home, it was on the bed is gone. Completely gone. But nothing else changes. The other sign still lays on the ground next to the ranch house cafe sign. But that looked great back in the day, all painted and with neon. Probably lit up sequentially with that arrow pointing people over to the ranch house. Another arrow with neon tubing that was there at one time. And lots of meals served there. Wonder how many cups of coffee were sold there. This guy's got a limousine. It looked like to me, from what I could tell, he's cleaned out the back and uses it as a travel rig. How cool. Montoya, New Mexico. Another ghost town on Route 66. This is all that remains of Montoya. Look at the work to get those stones all to fit in there properly, and that alone had to have taken a long time. And then once that's done, covered up, adobe bricks on this one dwelling. Foundations all over the place from where buildings used to be. That's Montoya in 1910. Everywhere I go, especially in the summertime, I'm looking for snakes. And I'm looking for snakes right now as I shoot this footage. This was interesting. 3 restrooms on the backside of this building. 3 of them. Makes me wonder. Male, men's, female, ladies. What's that third one all about? Obviously the men's room, I'm assuming. All over the place, the remains of old buildings. Now this, kind of mind-boggling. I'm not sure what's going on here. If anybody understands what these 2 round cement holes would have been used for, what they're about, let me know. Comment in the comment section. This has got me a bit confused. What's going on here? Interesting. I'm pretty sure that's an old gas tank. Steps to a building that's no longer there. Yeah, the wood structures have all gone. The adobe structures, as those are the ones that have the remains. Now this was interesting. Lisa found this in our Route 66 guidebook for our trip. This is just an under-the-road passage over the old Route 66. Up above right now is I-40, going both directions. We found this under-the-road passage, so we thought we'd take it. Yeah, it's single lane. It was used back in the day to go under Route 66. Yeah, I had no idea where this road was going. All dirt. And the further we went, the further it looked like we were just going nowhere. So at a certain point in this adventure down this road, we decided to turn around. So I did in the soft dirt, sandy dirt, we did a turnaround and went right back the direction that we came. I-40 above, with all the traffic flying by. Yeah, if you were to ever meet any traffic coming the other direction down here, one of you's gonna have to either turn around or wait, because that is obviously one lane. And back out, heading west. Newkirk, New Mexico. Wilkerson's country store, at one time selling gas and cold drinks and ice cream and motor oil. Now it's falling apart. I read somewhere online that the front glass in this building was not vandalized, it was not broke out. But when the old building began to settle and the adobe began to come down, it would put stress on that glass in the frame. And it just popped it out, it broke it all on its own. You can see how the wood is warped. No vandals, it was Mother Nature. Inside of Wilkerson's country store. From what we understand, what I've read, this place actually was in business up into the early 90s. And it sits right there on the old road, old Route 66. or adobe in these structures. Everything out this direction is built with adobe bricks from back in the day. You know, word of advice to anybody who goes into any of these really old structures. There's a lot of mold in many of these places, and you can smell it. I don't advise going into some of these places without some ventilation, some wind, some air moving through. This place was pretty moldy and musty. But as you can see, it had plenty of breeze. Somebody's suitcase. And the old gasoline island. Lots of travelers pulled up there with an empty tank. Found this laid on the ground. I believe this is a reel-to-reel tape deck. A portable reel-to-reel tape deck of some kind. Probably used in somebody's ride as they travel cross-country. Yeah, reel-to-reel. I just put it right back where I found it. And this little building has always intrigued me. It's sad. It's got a big lock on the door. But the door is falling down and the windows are broken out. Anybody could just step right in there. The old ice machine. Car parts on the shelves. In the same building we'll have a shot of here a number of years ago. 96, all the glass still there. Air filters and distributor caps and spark plugs and bearings and generators and oil filters all over the place on those shelves. Then down the road in Newkirk, another location that, from what I've read online, was referred to as a service station. Yeah, from my pre-radio days, that looks familiar. I'm pretty sure that's a Minneapolis Moline engine. Used to work on those. Those quite often used in oil field applications, but I believe that's a Minneapolis Moline. If anybody has any idea, any more info on this old engine, I'd love to know. Please let me know in the comments if you think that's an old Minneapolis Moline engine. Looks like it to me. Just laying there. All the old car parts. And other parts. Another sign that this place at one time was hopping. Need for a big light like that to light up your property. Moving down the road, Moriarty, and a beautifully restored Whiting Brothers sign at this location. Now, this location does not serve gas. They are a tire service company. But they have done a great job of restoring the location and the sign. And the day we were there, he was working, fixing a trailer tire. Brothers, well-known brand all across Route 66 back in the day. Now moving down the road. Beautiful, beautiful Route 66 shot, man. Long road, tall mountains, big sky. Legendary road. Making our way west. Saw this off the side of the road near Albuquerque. A business in the business of old cars and hot rods. Now we are in Albuquerque, making our way down old Route 66 through downtown Albuquerque. And tried to get a shot of some of the old signs, some of the old motor lodge locations where the signs are all that still exists. But yeah, this is the old Route 66 right through Albuquerque. Restored and renovated. Hotel, motel. Great architecture. Chocolate dude. Another old sign and old business on Route 66 in Albuquerque. Vote against prohibition. More old signage. Yeah, some of the buildings on the old Route 66 in Albuquerque, they're just beautiful buildings. Not sure if they're vintage, classic, or, modern builds, but they are nice. Old Chevy right there. I can just imagine, in years past, all the foot traffic, walking up and down these streets, shopping. Long time ago before Amazon. Red, white, and blue in the air. Rolling down the Mother Road. Budville, New Mexico. Very dark stories about this location. I won't go into them here on my page, but if you want to know the story, check it out. Look it up. Budville, New Mexico. Mr. and Mrs. Bud Rice. Again. Beautiful landscape. Overcast day. And right down the road from Budville, this location. It appears to have not seen any business in a long time. While I was out shooting this video, it started to rain. Rain felt good. Kind of windy, but the rain did feel good. Probably see some of the rain in this footage. Driving through the Shield at Grants, getting gas. Gallup, our destination location for the day. And again, more shots of the old Route 66 through Gallup, New Mexico. We had driven through town, went up, turned around, and we're making our way back down on the old Route 66 through Gallup. Just checking out the old road, the old buildings. We had been on the road pretty much. Ooh, did I run a red light? We'd been on the road pretty much all day. Stopping at many locations. We were ready for this one. El Rancho. Yes, the historic El Rancho in Gallup. Built in 36, I believe. D.W. Griffith's brother got the idea. Because of the fact of all the Western movies, Hollywood was shooting out in this location, but there were just no accommodations, no place for movie stars to hang out and for the crew to, shack up during shooting. So we got the idea, built this. Let's just be honest, man, it's a high-end luxury hotel for the Hollywood types that would be out there in Gallup. It is still in existence, still doing business, and all of these stars at one time stayed there at the El Rancho in Gallup. It's got a movie star vibe to it. The Betty Grable display. Betty stayed many times at the El Rancho. Bogart. Yeah, this hotel rivaled some of the finest hotels anywhere in 1936 and still stands up big time today. What a historic location. And they have done an awesome job of modernizing over the years, but keeping the classic feel. We had a great meal in the restaurant. We'll be doing a room tour here after a while. You gotta remember, this was constructed in 1936. And here we are in 2023. Still in business. It's awesome. Down the famous staircase. Not only do they have this famous staircase, they are also famous for the other mode of transporting yourself to the second and the third floor. We'll see that here in a moment. Wonder how many movie stars got their shoes shined right there. John Wayne. I bet the Camels and Lucky Strikes used to come out of that machine. All right, let's go upstairs. The elevator. Lisa will be our elevator operator for this trip. Closing the outer door. Closing the inner door. Waiting for it to latch, hitting the button, and up we go. Yeah, you'll hear it engage when it hits the floor. Door 1. And there we are. 3rd floor in our room. The Suzanne Plachette room. Now, I'm not sure if this is true, but the rumor I hear is that they went through their records and named the rooms after rooms where movie stars stayed. So I guess the implication is here Suzanne Plachette stayed in our room at one point back in the day. And here is our room at the El Rancho. Real windows with latches. And check it out. I know light switch, yeah, I know. But right outside the back door, a balcony. You share it with another room, but it's nice, man. Balcony right outside your room. Overlooking the front of the El Rancho. See our room right up there on that old postcard. Beautiful place, man. El Rancho in Gallup. We appreciate you going along with us on day 2. Appreciate you watching. Thumbs up. Smashing of that thumbs up button would be nice, and your subscription would even be nicer. It keeps everything flying here at Keith Vaughn's Flying Circus. And we appreciate Jason Brown and the music for our road trip.